Chicken in the basket, chicken in the beans.
No, come on.
Colonel Sanders' reanimated corpse is the best thing ever.
No.
I'm just gonna do story stuff because I actually want to try and get further in it and unlock the rest of the bikes.
Okay.
But proceed with the thingies.
Daniel.
This is the E3 Trials wrap up.
What's good? Howdy.
What's good?
What's good?
What's good?
Yeah.
What is good?
Well, first off, there was the Bethesda conference. So, how about that Doom?
Game looks pretty good.
I think it looks really, 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 really good.
I remember when we first started watching it, you were like, I'm not really excited for it. But then after you saw everything about it, you're like, dude, this is awesome.
It was awesome.
So, I'm not a huge first-person shooter fan. You guys know me well enough to know the point where I became excited about Doom.
Which one was it? Was it whenever he broke the guy's leg and then squished his head with it?
No.
The chainsaw?
No.
The
Map Bender, come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Of course, that would make me interested in the game I wasn't previously
I
interested.
think I actually said that when I was watching it with Daniel. Like,
Damn it.
when I was watching it with Daniel, I think I said, like, Alan which is his pants.
Oh,
Well, but like, it's not just the fact that it has a map editor, because nowadays it's becoming pretty common in
Really in
games.
depth.
you can change game logic.
It reminds me.
Game logic.
The reason is that it reminds.
Change the game logic.
Go ahead, Alan. Go. No, it's fine. Come on, Alan.
They both said it. I wanted to say it.
I know. The reason is that it reminds me a lot of the Time Splitters map editor. When I was a kid, I had Time Splitters Future Perfect for the GameCube, and me and my friends spent like months just making maps on that. And it worked really similarly. It was a tile-based, like you would put down corridors and hallways and big rooms, and you could set up the logic like that. It was a lot more simple, I'm sure, but like you could set it so that when this guy dies, you spawn this enemy in or whatever, you know. And it just reminded me a lot of that, and it was mostly the nostalgia of that. I kind of wanted to see what it was like.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll necessarily make me want to buy Doom. It depends if there's other games coming around the same time it comes out. But if it's like during the summer when nothing else is coming out, I'll probably pick it up.
The whole thing, it just looked really nice.
Yeah, and what I like is the same reason that I really like the new Mad Max movie, is it doesn't look like they dialed back the crazy or try to modernize it or make it more accessible. It's fucking like demons from hell on Mars with jetpacks.
And better graphics.
Yeah.
And you have, what is it, 9, 10 weapons
Oh god.
at your disposal? Just destroy them.
That weapon wheel.
If there's anything that the Dark Souls like fan base has proven to game developers, it's that we don't need things modernized and made more accessible. There are going to be hardcore fans who will buy it, and they'll advocate it enough to their friends that people will be interested.
That being said, just because something is modernized doesn't mean doesn't mean you can't take a step forward and take things from modern era.
But with modernized, I meant like
reimagine
the style and story. Like, I mean, it's obviously modernized. The graphics are really great. And, like, the mechanics are like obviously much more solid than 2D Doom. For sure.
Yeah, but it still retains like I've seen people play the very first Doom, and I do see aspects of that still here.
It's very fast
Which is great.
compared to most first-person shooters nowadays. There's no sprint button. You're just constantly booking it everywhere.
But that melee
no button
finishers.
to pick up like item drops. You just walk over them.
Yeah, you just walk
you
over
absorb
them and
them.
they
an old
absorb
shooter.
into you.
Which I appreciate a lot. Like, Borderlands.
Melee finishers.
Oh my god, those melee finishers.
And there were even some specific, like, I think it wasn't one where one was one of the, I wish I knew the names of the creatures from Doom more, but like one was close to like a pane of glass and just fucking threw them right through it. And one was like in front of a guardrail and you could just kick them off it.
Yeah, I think it's like contextual too. My favorite one, however, is where you take its leg and you just turn it around and then squish his head with it.
Yeah.
That's just the most over-the-top way to kill anything.
Doom always strikes me as what like concerned parents and non-gamers think video games are, and I love it.
I really liked.
This Doom is setting the standard.
Yep.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Do you really like the
Doom. He really likes Doom.
I remember you said, Bobby, that the plasma rifle was a bit disappointing.
It was.
Piddly little water gun looking thing.
Ideally, what I would have wanted for the plasma gun was it like plasma's insanely hot, and I would have assumed it would have just bore holes right through your enemies.
Well, I mean,
Cool.
you have to think
even if they were small.
My God, I almost said you have to think that would have been a little overpowered. Then I realized I was talking about Doom,
But I
and
mean,
that's a
Daniel,
dumb
we
point.
still haven't
But
seen
they
the
could have
PFT yet.
They could have found a way to make it not overpowered and still impressive.
Yeah.
It looked like you were fucking shooting a pellet gun.
God,
that was about the effect. Isn't there just a restart level button?
I thought there was, but I can't find it, and
Isn't it-
I'm sure someone will yell at me in the comments for it. Circle to quick restart, but I'm trying to get the gold medal, and you can't like have any crashes to get those. To unlock the next set of levels, I have to have a certain number of medals, and like a bronze is worth 1, silver's worth 2, gold's worth 3.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Oh, I think it looks cool that the game has like kind of a sense of humor, like when he rips the guy's arm off and puts it on the hand scanner.
Yeah. He doesn't put it on. He just like slaps it on there and just like.
So between the two big games, which were obviously Fallout and Doom in the Ubisoft conference, there was also Dishonored.
The Bethesda conference?
What did I say?
Ubisoft.
Yeah,
We'll
I meant Bethesda.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
No, but Dishonored was also a thing. I had forgotten about Dishonored because of how big the other two games were. And Dishonored is always good.
I think the middle point where they taught like everything from Battle Cry to the Elder Scrolls card game that they announced, that was like the weak point.
Yeah.
Yes, they announced the card game.
Excellent.
I love that they spent pretty much half
really
of their
made me want to
conference.
play Magic the Gathering.
Gold
That's how
medal.
much it looks.
Anytime I hear anything about any other inferior card game, it makes me want to play Magic.
You should play Hearthstone.
Hey, wow, I really want to play Magic now. Thanks, Al.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I really want you to try Hearthstone. I think you'd like
What was after Doom, Daniel?
unimportant stuff, and then Fallout 4.
Oh, there-
Dishonored 2. Come
Matt-
on, dude.
No, I know, I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm
There was-
excited.
I still haven't played Dishonored and I want to.
Do it.
Oh, my God.
Once
We'll
we get
have to
a
play
capture card, we're going to do it on the channel if we want to.
Possibly.
I do.
There-
A lot of cool stuff coming out, so you never know.
Okay, after Doom, there was Battle Cry, the third person.
I was
It
very
could be good, but I
neutral to
couldn't
that.
tell. Like, getting close to half.
Okay.
Don't say it.
We might cut some episodes together so that we can get further.
Either way, Battle Cry, like, seeing gameplay after watching that first cinematic trailer that they showed, it wasn't nearly as, like, intense and hardcore as they made it look. It looks really like Team Fortress campy.
I do like
Kinda
the,
lame.
I do like the
I'd rather
half-robot
play Team
features.
Fortress in all honesty, because Team Fortress is like significantly further out in development and stuff.
I guess we'll see when it comes out. It's PC only, so I think only Colin has a rig to play it, and he's probably not going to because he never uses computers or anything.
Toast. Never even touched it.
Never.
Why don't you just take it?
Then I will most certainly take it if you really don't.
That was the end right there, too.
Then there's
come on.
Dishonored 2.
Which looked very good.
The touchpad is to start from the beginning. Okay.
Oh.
I knew there was a way to.
Dishonored 2, it was just a trailer, and then they talked about it, but pretty good trailer.
Yeah, very good trailer.
You can play as Emily Cardew from the first game.
Yep. With 100% less masks. That's not cool. She better get a mask.
I hope she gets a mask.
I fucking love the Dishonored mask. I had the sticker.
Apparently you can switch between them. So like Corvo and Emily have different powers. Like it looks like Emily doesn't have Blink. She has that weird shadow arm,
shadow tentacle thing.
like a grappling hook.
But I thought from what they said, you could only do you could select you could select who you want at the beginning of the campaign, but you didn't have to stick with it throughout the whole playthrough.
Oh, is that true? I thought it was. I thought you
That's
could
what I
just-
thought they said.
Is it 2 different campaigns?
I think
Yeah,
they told.
it is.
Are you positive on that?
I'm pretty sure they said, like, you can play through it twice with totally different powers.
I thought you
it
could
makes
switch.
you get different experiences because you have to use 2 different powers.
Yeah.
I thought you could switch between them at any time.
I got the feeling that you pick one at the beginning, but it could be wrong.
I mean,
we'll probably have to see with more information that comes out later on.
I just wanted to say about the Fallout mobile game that they announced. We're not supposed to have phones out at me and Bobby's work because, QA testing, you're dealing with secret material.
Uh-huh.
Everyone has had their phones out every single break playing that Fallout mobile game. Everyone
Dude.
in the office is addicted to it.
I was out of town for the weekend for a wedding, and the groom and all of the groomsmen, anytime we had spare time, had their phones out playing.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Dude, it's caught on like hotcakes.
apparently it's really good.
And apparently it was never leaked during development, from what.
Aww.
That wasn't fair.
Alan,
I'm feeling
Brent
sorry for
Beasley.
myself.
Loser! You're a loser!
I'm feeling sorry for myself. Anyway, in the interest of time, Fallout
Yes.
was a big thing.
That was the big bomb that
I mean,
happened.
the only thing after
Of course.
the only thing after Dishonored was Elder Scrolls Online with the card game. No one cares.
I'll look at the card game, probably won't get it.
Okay, Fallout 4. The character creator looks fucking cool.
It was ingenious.
I don't know who spread that rumor that you could only play as a guy. That was a bad joke.
Well, look, the guy who spread that rumor, he got a lot of things right. Either he was really good at guessing, or there was a point in development where they planned for you to only play as the guy, and they implemented.
I was gonna try to fuck you up.
What?
Nothing.
I was gonna try to make you crash before the end.
Colin
Well, you did fuck me up, but not in that way. Anyway, I have a feeling that it's possible that at one point in the in development they planned for the story to play through as the husband, and then they might have realized, hey, it's not that big of a stretch for us to make it so that the wife, you know,
See, what I'm
is the
thinking
one you
is,
play as.
what I'm thinking is maybe during testing they were like, I mean, just play as the guy. We'll test the character creator at a later date.
Not big of a stretch.
Like,
aside
a lot of-
from doing like 3,000 more
Yeah.
lines of dialogue and
Whatever. I mean, a lot of people have been like discrediting the guy's entire like post, but I really don't want to because a lot of what he said has been accurate so far. You know, at least half of it.
It's just like,
And so I feel like there's probably some not truth, but like
according to
I feel like he thought that was the case.
According to Todd Howard during the press conference, the two voice actors have been recording lines for the past 2 years.
And that they've been
So-
working on
I don't know.
like Fallout
Maybe the
4
guys-
since the end of
Maybe
Fallout
he just
3.
had an early edition that he was testing.
Yeah, you never know.
Maybe they only let him play like a certain.
The guy could have been bullshitting.
Or maybe
he
he was
might have
like-
been
he
like
was like-
totally making it up, but
They
he
got
got a lot
Troy-
of stuff right.
They got Troy Baker. Why would you ever want to play as anyone else?
According to Alan, Troy Baker's performance during the demo was subpar. However,
I mean, we didn't hear a lot of it, but the part that I heard, I didn't like it.
Didn't hear
and
it?
I'm not alone in that opinion.
There was probably like 5 lines he ever said so far.
yeah.
Just- I feel like they dropped us in a very emotional part of the plot and showed us a very not reactive character. And, like, that's not a flaw in his voice acting. They probably have his character playing the emotionless, like, not emotionless, but, like,
hard
Tell me
ass.
what you know about
yeah,
the
hard
movie.
ass. Like, he's not going to sit there and cry over his family and finding out his family could be dead or whatever. You know, so he just goes with the,
Or
oh,
maybe he's like super.
I need time to
open.
think about this. This can't be true.
See, like my logic. We've already discussed this, but my logic is that he probably already figured out his family's dead, and he's already like gone through the whole "why me" thing, and they didn't rehash it for when he talked to the robot.
But I found it most interesting that it takes place 200 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Well,
you know
It shows in the environment too.
Do you
Stuff's a
know?
lot
Do you know
like,
what I'm
growing back.
thinking?
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that whichever one you choose, the rest of the family dies before you get into the vault in the bombing.
I think so too.
that's probably a good. That's probably what happens.
Yeah.
I think it's just as likely that everyone gets in because like you get into the vault obviously,
Yeah.
and get cryogenically frozen, which I think is a cool idea for a vault. But like
For the record, cryogenically frozen hasn't been confirmed. That's also from that Reddit rumor.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think that was.
What else could it be,
That
though?
was confirmed. The game starts pre-war. Todd said himself. Then you go into the vault,
And then
you
it's
come
200
out
years
after
later.
200
Yeah,
years of
you-
cryogenic stasis.
But I remember them saying during the press conference, we won't say how, which is weird since there's not a whole lot of options for how 200 years
But
could pass.
They can take your brain and put it in a different.
But here's the
box.
thing.
True.
Like,
it is the
as me and Daniel were watching the thing, they passed by a calendar. And what year was it? Like 2677?
Oh yeah, the game. The war happened in the Fallout universe in 2077.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Fallout universe was in the future before the bombs dropped. It's not
Yeah.
like actual Cold War.
So
Yeah.
I had a misunderstanding of the Fallout lore after playing 3 because I didn't pay much attention to like the backstory.
Uh-huh.
I had thought, and this made a lot more sense in my head, that bombs happened in like the 60s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or whenever, you know, and technology advanced in the vault, but culture kind of stopped advancing because people weren't as connected. And that's why you had robots and stuff, but people were still listening to old-time music and wearing old-time clothes. Come on! Old-timey clothes and all that.
Yeah. No. The
And
way,
that's how I thought it worked. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that
No,
it was the future, but for some
it's just
reason
like
people
an-
just happen to have
An
old
alternate
clothes.
history of the Earth where like 1960s culture prevailed for several more years. It's
I
weird.
think
And by several, you mean 100
yeah,
years.
it's really really weird.
I read a thing. It basically explained how it works. Like the cathode ray, like the tube system of electronics, wasn't invented, so atomic power was like that was the only thing they used.
Uh-huh.
So like there weren't like the tubes and rays and TVs. That's why there's no colored TV even in like 2077.
Yeah.
So since that wasn't invented, atomic power ruled everything, and for some reason tech advanced at a much higher rate. So they have like artificial intelligences and shit.
Yeah, you can get much more energy out of atomic power than cathode ray tubes.
Exactly, and they discovered how nuclear fission worked, which we still haven't figured out. But after 2077, China and the U.S. were at war, and nukes happened, and then the Fall universe happened. Wait, save it! Oh,
I just realized I could have said the.
God dang it, Alan.
Next time on Bit Buddies.
Roll the music.